Over the years, important technological advances in communications have taken place. Among these, the improvement and introduction of many new cellular devices. Hence, great service is no longer our only concern. Rather, while many people have been committed to their service provider because of either their costs or reception, others have made a switch due to the cellular phones that are monopolized by a particular service provider. Today, what's more important to you? Say they would not change their phones. There are others who have changed their providers to be able to have a specific phone because they like certain features on them.
I had a BlackBerry Storm and it's by Verizon. I actually changed service providers because of my phone.
However, it seems that the majority of people still care more about the service than the actual gadget.
I've been with my provider for 4 years and it's pretty reliable. It works in most areas that I've tried to. In the middle of nowhere, pretty much in the desert. And it's relatively, it's not cheap, but it's worth what I'm paying for. So
I have the Sprint Inspire. I've been with them for, how long? Like 6 years or so. And it's just too much of a hassle for me to start changing around. And I'm happy with Sprint. I have no problems with it.
The provider. Because Verizon has good reception.
I have a Samsung and I use Sprint. I always get the cheapest cell phone that they have. I don't need it for all kinds. I just need to make phone calls and texts, and so the provider is probably more important. When you walk through the mall and they have the kiosks and the people bug you what provider you have. Every time I walk by any of the other providers, they're always bothering me. Whenever I walk by Sprint, they don't even say anything. They leave me alone.
I have the LG Envy. It's the older phone. Doesn't have, I don't know, the new one's different. Usually I go for the service. I have Verizon. I've had them for about 10 years.
Nevertheless, there are people that don't care much about either the phone or the service, but the price.
The reason why I like Boost is it's unlimited minutes. You only pay $52 a month, and if you want to tag 3 billion of minutes, you still pay $52 a month. No contract fees, nothing.
I'm thinking of switching to Sprint just because Verizon's too overpriced. I pay about $100 a month right now, and I always seem to go for my minutes.
Well, some people say they would not change their phones, and there are those who have changed their providers to be able to have a specific phone because of its features. The reality is that most of those people are flustered when their calls are dropped or have no reception in certain areas. This mini investigation has presented you with several perspectives on what people consider to be important when choosing a cell phone. However, there is one thing that each of our interviewees agreed on, and that is...
So the contract is over, so I don't have to pay any other fees.
not at all. It's overpriced, whatever fee that's. It's just like a way to hook you up onto it and get more money out of you. But yeah.
No, well, that's still expensive, no matter where you go or who you're with.
And waited till the contract is up if I want to change something, and then I do it. But I've never gotten out of a contract before.
I'm not a big fan of them, but I mean I've only had Sprint. I've never had any other providers, and I've been happy with them, so it hasn't been an issue for me. But I imagine if I signed up with a provider that I didn't like, then it would be a problem.
No, it's like $300 to cancel and switch over or whatever.
We have to go to war, Secretary. It was actually your speech at the UN that put it over the top for me. That stuff about the aluminum tubes and the mobile weapons lab was scary. You don't have any doubts about it, right? Mr. President, we can only go to war. No doubts at all, right, Palsy? We're A-okay with the Allies on this one, right? Do you think we need more time to think about it? Good. Told you that'd be no problemo. He didn't even put up a fight.
once you have signed a contract, turning back may be more expensive than having to purchase a new phone. So take the time closely to explore the options in choosing your new cell phone. Make sure to consider the device, service area, and cost before making a final decision.